I became involved with the Klein building really back in 2020. We identified the Klein building as really one of the few remaining buildings in that Highland Park business district. We had to get creative with SHPO, and so we leaned on our historic consultant, Paula Moore and Andy Lorenzen, to allow us to have the one-story portion of the building and the two-story building to really flow together.
The most challenging part of the Klein building renovation was maintaining flexibility long enough into the design and construction process to allow the market to decide who the tenants were going to be and to build enough flexibility into the design to be able to handle that.
Within the first 3 weeks of the project, we had to spend about $75,000 to shore up a structurally failing wall that we were not aware of. Fortunately, we had a great construction team that was really all hands on deck. Now we have the Highland Underground, which is a 70s themed cocktail bar, and we have a Highland Park Fitness, and then they also have a nutrition shop that's about 1,200 square feet as well. The second floor of the Klein building was originally Masonic Lodge. Andy Lorenzen got incredibly creative, so we now have 4 apartment units on the second floor. You know, my wife and I really wanted to do this to, one, have an impact in the community that we love, but additionally building up a great asset long-term that continues to give back to our community.
It was great working with Tim and Chloe as owners because they're young in the business and energetic and ambitious and work very hard and never gave up. That level of commitment is awesome for a team member.
Invest DSM played a huge role. Linda Westergaard has been a huge champion for this neighborhood, as has Connie Bozen and our city council. You know, this was a very challenging historic renovation, you know, and it seemed like every corner we turned, we ran into another challenge that the Estes team would come up with creative solutions that essentially got us across the finish line. So I think it's been pretty clear over the past 5 years that the neighborhood appreciates historic fabric, and to be able to give that back to the neighborhood and preserve that was a pretty rewarding piece of the entire effort.